up, though, everybody? You are now under the blacktop where we try to get our act together and find strength and unity in the circle of life and friendship. I am Billy.
I'm Timbo.
And I am Ray. It is nice to see you guys. Nice to be here, man. How you guys
Yeah,
been? Timbo, how you
good.
been?
Y'all know I've been excellent. I have just been accepted into my first gallery show, and so that is a major career milestone for me.
Yes.
I actually just added visual artist and painter on my resume. I don't know why I haven't done that. I've been doing that for the last 3 years. So, but yeah, so I did that. So yeah, I'm really over the moon about the whole thing.
Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Very happy to hear that. And I can't wait to, see what becomes of it.
Thank
Billy, how
you.
you been?
I'm doing well. Congratulations, Simbo. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm happy. Yeah, man, I'm doing cool. Uh,
Good.
very involved in my gifts and understanding more about
Okay,
myself.
that part. That part.
This this journey is very interesting. And to be honest with you, man, through trials and struggles, this is one of the first times where I'm really learning some serious lessons and building deeper connection and roots with God. To be honest,
Mhm.
that's really real in my life. It's just where my life is. It's such an interesting place, man.
Feel that.
So
Feel that.
yeah, how about you, man?
Man, I've been well. I've been well. I can't complain at all. I've been blessed. Just happy to be here. This kid is in his summer break, so that's kind of cool.
Okay.
Around the household. Um, yeah. Other than that, man, just loving life. Trying to get into fishing a little more. Trying to just
Yes,
find
you told
times
us
just to,
about that.
yeah, trying to find times just to sneak out there. So most recently we got the wife a ride so she can fish, not so I can
Okay.
have two or anything like that.
Is she really
No.
fishing, or is it really just you fishing for both of y'all?
No, so yeah, that is the plan, is for her to get out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy her license, and hopefully sometime over the next 3 4 days, with the holiday coming up, we'll have some time to get out there as a family, and maybe we'll catch something. That might be fun. So that'll be cool.
I'm so excited about that.
Oh man, thank you. It's so
Really,
cool.
bro. So when y'all get y'all family time in, let me know when y'all done with that, so I can come on the next trips.
Oh
I want to
man.
be a part of it. That sounds so cool. Either you take your family time, have your quality time with you and your lady and your family. You gotta have that. But I would like to come on a trip in the future. I would like to learn how to fish, but at least this, I just want to be on a trip.
Oh man, absolutely. I would definitely keep that in mind, and it's just something that I'm getting into myself. So I'm learning. So if you want to learn too, hey, come on over. Nothing wrong with
Cool,
that at all.
cool, man.
All right, that'll be cool, man. So, shoot, jumping right into things. What we've been listening to, Timbo?
Child, this week we listened to Diaspora Problems by Soul Glow. And this one was interesting because even the cover was very interesting. I don't know if y'all peeped, and maybe it's me tripping, but don't that look kind of like an altar? But they just used funny stuff to kind of replace things. Like
Hmm.
Elmo is supposed to be what would probably be a voodoo doll, and it's just I don't know. So I thought that was interesting. I thought that was
I,
really interesting. What'd you say?
I didn't peep, but it had a weird feeling. Not a weird feeling, but a familiar feeling, but one I couldn't really identify. I
Mm.
felt almost like a vanity, but like something more. So yeah, I didn't peep, but that's it. I can see
Yeah,
that.
because usually we haven't talked about cover art because it haven't really been given anything within the last couple of albums we've been talking about. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to bring that up, put that out there. So yes, I would love to hear what y'all thought about this album because it was definitely interesting.
Yeah, interesting. It was loud, high energy. But some of it was catchy too. And it was just it was so interesting to listen to, because overall I felt that I couldn't understand exactly what was being said,
Yes,
but
I was
I
gonna say
felt
please listen to the lyrics.
that there was feeling, right. I felt that he was saying something. Like, you can tell that he's getting something off, that he is saying something passionate. And like, from the snippets of stuff that I was able to get, it was impactful. And it sounded like he was speaking, to his own personal struggles and just the things that are kind of going on. And that was kind of cool to hear. but it was just not the kind of music that I would usually go to, you know. Now he did have some different vibes in there, and it was a lot of times like even during just during those rock portions where I was just vibing out with like the drums or something like that. And I'm just like, man, just kind of going in, kind of feeling it, and it was
Mm-hmm.
cool. And then even I believe like the last track was more of hip hop kind of traditional hip hop kind of feel, and I was really vibing with that and feeling that. So it was some good stuff in there, but overall it just wasn't not really for your boy. I don't know, Billy. What did you take from it?
Pretty much most of your same sentiments. I liked it and I didn't like it, but I liked it, man. It was like you said, it's a very interesting album, high impact, high energy. I loved how much it changes, like the types of changes that happen in the song. I was definitely entertained by the drummer and how clean the drummer was, and just keeping up with the changes, man. It changed so much. It is hard to hear what he's saying, but you can definitely feel what he's trying to get off. And I didn't know I could pick up on that in a song like that and identify with that. I am intrigued by how a person can scream this much
I am too.
and just go off. You know what I mean? And still have a voice, but there has to be an art to it. I'm intrigued by that. I don't really listen to that. Yeah. What else? I liked Thumbsucker. I thought that was a really dope and deep song. I think all of these songs are deep. Dripping on
Yeah,
John Jay.
Mhm.
God bless you. Real good.
yeah, yeah. That one was
Like,
funny.
and what's the first record? What was in the
Uh,
first record? The Can joint.
Let me see.
And yeah, it's
Temptations.
really dope. If you go back and read the lyrics, it's just it's
Gold
life.
chain. Gold chain punk.
Gold Chain Punk.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that joint.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I probably will listen to this again. Whatever I don't like about it, I'm way more intrigued than my dislikes.
Hmm.
Definitely. How
Yeah, I
about you,
think.
Tim?
Yeah, Timbo, what
It
you
was.
thinking?
I liked it. I can't. It's difficult to listen to a whole album with somebody screaming like that. But once I listened, because I read along to the lyrics while I was listening, and I'm glad I did
Smart.
because it made me appreciate the album more because I really understood what he was saying. Uh, yes, I also am intrigued by somebody that can scream that intensely for an entire album. And he had maybe like 1 or 2 minutes where he actually was talking like within his normal register, and then he would go right back up to the screaming. But
Yeah.
what I got from this is that because it's a group of them, it's about 4 people. I don't know if everybody is brown or black. I think quite a few people are brown or black. Um,
Mhm.
but there's even in the lyrics and the way that they're actually delivered kind of like a rapper. It's just he's using a different type of sonic to get his
Hmm.
message across. So I thought that was cool because it's like he's still talking about street stuff. There's a line about basically lying 10 Negroes up. He said of course he didn't say Negro, but we know. But he said, and you'll find
Yeah.
genius in all of them. Like that's one of the lyrics that he had in the album. So it's just like I loved it. I mean, like I said, maybe not every song I would listen to over again, but I did definitely like Driponomics. That was the easiest one because I think that's the most radio friendly one.
Hmm.
So yeah, um, but definitely we'll try and listen to the rest of their repertoire, see what else is going on. But yeah, uh, interesting. This is why we had to do this thing on the podcast because we would never listen to this probably in the day to day. So
Yeah, real talk.
That's real.
That's very true. Very true. Not something that we will listen to, but something that we are all seem to be, happy that we did take a listen to.
mhm.
So as we do, it is time to make a pick for our next album. Listen, last time around we did something that we wouldn't gravitate toward, so now we'll pick something that we're anticipating or something that we want to listen to, or something like that. I have an album. I believe everybody has their picks. I'm gonna go with "Give or Take" by Giveon. What you got, Timbo?
Breezy by Christopher Brown.
All right. What you got, Billy?
Melt my eyes, see your future, Denzel Curry. I feel like I chose that a bit before, but yeah, that joint.
Okay, and I can't recall who chose the
It probably
song.
was Will.
I
It
believe so
wasn't me.
too.
Yeah, it
It
was
wasn't
Will.
me at all. Okay, so Billy, it'll be on you to take an album away.
So I'm taking Giveon away.
Okay.
I am too after that BET performance. Oh,
Oh man,
I
yeah.
don't just no.
Uh,
He claimed he had an
uh,
issue trying to hear, but I'm like I don't know. I think that it was a
It
little deeper than that.
it looked like he had an issue trying to hear though. Like he jumped off pointing at the
In ears,
earpieces. Yeah.
yeah.
But that is
Anyway,
funny. That is funny
I
that you said that. Oh no, I want to know what he got to say about what he has to say if he addresses, and I assume he would address this whole scandal and the cheating and all of that, especially with the way in which my man's got caught up. Like that was wild. So
wait. I'm lost on that one.
Giveon,
Who he got caught up with?
he was cheat. Oh, what is this young lady's name? It's another artist. I can't remember. Beautiful young black lady. But the thing is when he was cheating, as he was texting her saying, like I'm at the studio, whatever, whatever, I'm not sure exactly how the iPhones work, but you can get your iPhone and it's connected to like your tablet and everything.
Right.
So as
Hmm.
he's texting her, telling her certain things, I'm at the studio, he's also over here texting other chicks, other stuff, and she's sitting there reading it all because she has, his tablet, I guess, or whatever. Man, look, the ways technology will get you caught up every time, it sounds
Right.
like.
It's just like
So, but I want to know if he's going to address that, or if anything, if he has anything to say. I'm pretty sure that that's the story. Now, I'm not always in the gossip, and if I fudged any of that, my apologies. But I'm pretty sure that that's the gist of his situation there.
oh yeah, that was Justine Sky.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. Justine Scott. That's the young lady's name.
Well, I mean, I
So,
don't think he's gonna say nothing. That was back in December. She made a song called "What a Lie."
so yeah, it would be interesting to listen to. I'm gonna listen to the album regardless. But so I will take away probably melt my eyes, see your future, and we will listen to Chris Brown, Breezy. I'm intrigued by this one. Um, hopefully it's
how
not.
many songs on this?
I was just about to say, hopefully it's not
Is it
like
like
50.
17? No, he didn't do that. He recorded 250 songs, but he only put a certain amount on the actual album. I think it was like 25, maybe. Is what he actually picked for the album.
That's wild. Can you imagine? How do you pare that down? Going from like some 250 songs, like
That's
now
ten
let's find the
percent.
best like 20.
Is
Like
that 10%?
Said it.
25 is 10,
Yeah,
50,
it's
right?
yeah,
24. 24 of them.
man, this guy got to live in the studio or something.
How long is that album, man?
3 hours? No, I don't know.
No, it ain't no 3 hours. I would say maybe an hour, hours 15, maybe to hour and a half, maybe. I enjoy him, so it wasn't like I wasn't waiting for it to be over. I was actually trying to listen to what was going on.
Yeah, I'm interested to give it a listen. I really am. See what he has. I haven't really loved a Chris Brown project in a second, so hopefully this one will kind of bring me back. He always makes good music. He's a great artist, so anytime
Mhm.
he comes out with something, it's always worth a listen.
Yes,
I
for
agree.
sure.
All right, so moving along, we are moving into our reading segment of the show. Currently, we are reading White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo. We are discussing chapter 9, which is White Fragility in Action. Um, yeah, what do you guys think about this one? Anybody want to start off? Or I can. I mean, what we have here is just, I mean, they're
The,
acting just how we would kind of expect from the reading. They're showing just the same defensiveness and kind of just the stuff that the examples that she kind of gave. It was just a lot of just
Defensiveness and
yeah, and where
offensiveness.
the best case scenario you will have people being okay as long as it remains abstract and out there. But as soon as you make it personal, then you see the same.
Like it's
Um,
you. Oh no, it
exactly,
can never be me.
and that's exactly what it is. So and that's
and
that's
that's
what I
her
got from it.
job.
Right.
They call to do that. They
Hmm.
know what this is a,
And y'all know
and
what I
it's
was
still like
thinking. I'm like,
it has that though. What?
No, I'm just that's a dangerous position for her to be in. Actually,
Hmm.
Is it?
yes, in a certain way, she's putting herself in I think a vulnerable position because if she, the wrong person feels some type of way.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
She did.
Definitely, it
She did
was
talk
Tanisha,
weird.
about how accepted like her message is because she's white though.
right? Yeah,
I understand the
Hmm.
vulnerable position. I'm not gonna say easy to do, but like she just said her the people she talks to accept the way she talks to them.
so
I
that's
don't
cool.
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like when
Well,
she says you can use words like white supremacist or whatever. When
Yeah,
she's
that's interesting. I thought that was
people,
interesting.
people just get defensive and protect the racism. But I haven't heard anything about any attacks or anything close to attacks. I've heard about heart attacks, but nothing really anybody coming at her.
yeah, other
Mm.
than just just being angry at her or just
Right,
feeling
being
as if.
angry at him.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's just weird. Just the overall just defensive nature, and like you guys were saying, how she does speak to you know the way that she presents. Her being a white woman, how it does make it easier for them to accept what she says. And it's interesting because like we said, we have a class that in this situation that these people paid for, that they actually want to take a part in. So you feel as if they would come to it more open minded, and
And that's not the case.
she's presenting it in such a way that they're accepting that, oh yes, like you were saying, Billy, that yeah, we can be racist, and we are this, but the moment that it's personal, everybody is defensive, everybody jumps in, they defend each other, and in the moment the true essence of why we're here is lost. And it seems to be just a pattern, and she goes into um there's a bunch of patterns and a bunch of things that are done and said and they feel, and just these repetitive kind of things that.
Microaggressions, all of
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
And just like you said, it becomes about stuff that it's not about. Just like that example she used so many chapters back about basically the lady said something and then she got into a discourse with another white person, but the black person was just sitting there.
Right.
Like,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So I wasn't
I
surprised
didn't get
by.
the
Go ahead.
I didn't get the lady who was going off with the event organizer about you forgot the Native American. What point? I didn't. I was lost in that story where she had just gotten done giving a talk, and then a white lady went up to I think a black lady, and she happened to be the event organizer and was saying, "You forgot about Native Americans. Those are the people who suffered the most." And then she had to step in and say, or not. I don't remember what she said, but she talked about this lady just completely ignored everything about insight about how she contributes to the problem
Hmm.
pertaining to the. I just didn't get that whole scenario.
Hmm. No, it
Did
was
y'all?
no, that one was interesting, and what I took from it was, I don't know if the lady was in coming and saying that you didn't include the Native Americans is almost not belittling, but almost just disregarding everything else that was being said, and or maybe even questioning how the legitimacy of her statement, because how can all of this be true if you're not even including this whole segment of people, and these are the real people here, and they're
and
but
they
I
were the
don't know,
ones who
that's
really
a.
suffered, like it's a competition.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's she was talking specifically about white people. That's what it was for. I just it just I just didn't get it. I didn't get
Yeah,
what
I didn't get it either.
was
That's
trying.
why I
I
just
just
keep shaking my head because I that whole section, I was just like, I don't know what they're giving here.
Yeah,
yeah man.
yeah, no, but
Trying to think.
yeah, it was just really interesting to read just all the assumptions and the
It was a list for
functions.
me. It's just talking about. Let's start with the comment: emotional reactions, feelings, singled out, attacked, silenced, shamed, guilty, accused, insulted, judged,
Hmm.
angry, scared, outraged. It's like, you know, and the behaviors include crying, physically leaving, emotionally withdrawing, arguing, denying. Like, come on now.
Oh man, it's when she got into the claims. I mean, it's like some of these claims you didn't heard so
We
many
know we done heard.
times. It's like,
They the top 25 hits. We
you
know.
know,
Huh?
it's just interesting. And for her just to put it out here like this is like this is what y'all be saying. This is
Mm.
the assumptions that are made. This is the functions of white fragility and just putting it all out on the board. This is how y'all be acting, and it's true. At least in my
Uh,
experience,
Yes,
it's
and your
not
truth
false.
and your
I'll say,
experience.
you know,
We got to speak by our
everyone isn't
own
like
truth.
that, but people are
and
like that.
when she tries to address the problem and the person with the problem,
Hmm.
not just everybody. You know what I mean? She's talking like she's handling situations and saying, "Do you see what you just did? You just um ruled out. All, you just what's the term for the opposite of validate? It's escaping me. It's not invalidate, is it?
Invalidated.
You just
Hmm.
yeah, you just invalidate. What was it? Jason's whole issue, his problem that he was bringing to the
Hmm.
situation, and then just a defensiveness pulled all the resources, like she said before in the previous chapter, and
Hmm.
now everybody's trying to console this person
Right.
and defend this person, and nobody cares at all about Jason. And all we're doing is having a conversation. You can't
Right.
handle the challenge.
That's what it is.
That's how you handle the challenge. Wow. Still,
From a segment of people who want. This is a segment of people who want to make change, or who, at the very least, come to these seminars wanting, to
Like you
be
said,
mm,
that's the idea
exactly.
for you to
So,
get for you to get, change your perspective, open your mind a little bit.
so it's like I'm open to challenge. Wait, don't challenge me. Defense, and it's like,
yeah.
which I get it. I mean, people are defensive by nature, so
It's true.
What'd you
it's
go
very
for though?
frustrating.
Why do you go? You went for entertainment. You just went because you knew, oh, she's not going to be talking about me. Let's just see what she's talking
Yeah,
She's
that's a
not
good
talking about me.
question.
about. Oh,
It's possible. Like they think, oh, this is not for me, and then they get there and they get triggered, and
Yeah,
then
that's
it is
true.
for them, and then they have to leave.
Right, but oh, so you saying that I
I
am
always
right?
leave. They do the viola, they get their person head out.
Oh man. Yeah. So going on into our next week, it would be chapter 10, which is white fragility and the rules of engagement. So
sure.
we'll see what that'd be like.
Right.
All right. So moving into the segment that we're into, from time to time we'll do a like what you're googling or what you're watching. This time around we are going to do a what you're reading. We read, all of us, we kind of, try to read things other than our required reading for the pod. So, we thought it'd be a good question. What are you guys reading other than white fragility? Billy, what you reading?
N.K. Jemisin, The City We Became.
Do I got that?
There's something else that's escaping me, but that is the thing that I am currently reading. I was reading it more often on my break. It's a little comfortable reading at work, so I had to put it down. And when I come home, I'm always doing music or something else creative. But that is the most recent thing that I've been reading.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
What
Okay,
about
yeah,
you?
that's interesting. N.K. Jemisin is one of my favorite authors. So it was just cool that you said that. I do not have that book. So when you get done with it, I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
Oh, sure. I love it right now.
Okay.
I love
Mhm.
how my brain is just being exposed to somebody else's mind, how they think, how they put worlds together, what perspective they enter or show you the story through. It's so cool. It's so cool. The details that somebody may consider important that maybe somebody else doesn't. But that's the difference of a writer, right? One of the differences of a writer. I think
Right.
that's really, really cool. And I read enough to be I guess I just don't read enough. So I don't experience that enough. Especially
Okay.
now like a self-help book or something like that. And this novel is a very beneficial. I am better for having read it.
Oh, awesome. I'm happy that you like her. When you finish that, if you were looking for something else by her, she has a
Mhm.
collection of short stories called How Long Till Black Future Month. I don't know if I
Okay.
showed this before. I see. I
You
got the
told me
little
about it.
blur
Yeah.
thing on, so it's not really
I
gonna
think
show. But it's a collection of
you
short
know,
stories, and she's awesome at just
how many
everything.
pages? How many
Mm,
pages is that?
Let's take a look. This is 400 pages at the end of the acknowledgement. So 397.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
all right, dope. Timbo, what you reading?
I am reading outside of what we're reading for yeah, the podcast. It's called House of Darkness, House of Light by Andrea Perrin. I'm a huge paranormal fan, so I don't know if anybody knows about the original story of The Conjuring. That was the Perrin family. So this is one of the daughters. She wrote a whole three novel series on all of the different hauntings and everything that they dealt with. So it's a very I'm still in the first one because she's a very detailed writer. She like spares no detail. She paints the whole picture, so it takes a minute for you to kind of get going.
Hmm.
But it's still been interesting. Some crazy things have already happened, and it's interesting how much they had to basically leave out for the movie because it was just like she lived there. I think the family lived there for about 10 years, so it's 10 years worth of hauntings stories that they have. So
Wow.
it's been a very interesting read.
Oh yeah, that same wild. See, that's interesting. I've always, I don't know if I actually ever read just like a straight. Would that be horror or would it be
It would be an
historic?
autobiographical horror, I
Yeah.
guess.
No, yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah, that's wild. I might be interested in checking that one out. You said it's a series. How many books you said? Three?
It's three of them. Yep.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I am reading The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. It is, well, I can show it, but it's gonna have that same blur issue.
Right.
Turn the
We get the
blur off.
idea.
Yeah, but Underground Railroad, it is a fictionalized story centered around slavery during slavery times that envisions the Underground Railroad as an actual train to freedom. So, and it was actually turned into a TV show that was on Prime at one point. It was on another channel too. I'm not sure if they're still going on with it, but the wife read it and it was something that we wanted to do together. So I am pushing through it, and I love Colson Whitehead. He also wrote the Nickel Boys, which I really liked, and he just came out with, I believe, Harlem Shuffle is his most recent book. So really good author. He's won a Pulitzer Prize for some of his works, but so far this book is just really, really good. I'm in the beginning of it, but yeah, that's just kind of what I'm reading.
Okay.
My next
Awesome.
book for fun is going to be a book that is not focused around Black trauma. Sometimes it's hard to, I like reading about the Black experience and I like reading from Black authors, but we so
It's a
often,
lot sometimes. Yeah.
yeah, so often focuses on, just the traumatic experiences of, being Black or that comes with, being Black. Kind of want to read something just more uplifting. Not to say that there's anything wrong with it, but,
I
just
get
like,
what you're saying. There's only
yeah,
so much.
sometimes.
It's not our job to constantly live in trauma. It's not. It's our job to be
Hmm.
aware of it, but not. We don't have to live in it.
Exactly, exactly. So, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. I think it's nice that we all can, that we all try to stay read with other things other than just our required reading. I feel like we're in school with
Right.
required reading.
I'm glad though.
Yeah.
These books have really, just like with the albums, these books, helped me in different ways. I was going through looking at my thing and I saw the Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. I'm like, that was a really good book that we read, and I'm glad we read that
Hmm.
book. It changed my perspective about a lot of things.
It would be cool, man. We should go back and maybe when we get to a certain number of books that we read, we should go back and maybe do an episode where we just kind of talk about them and what we like best about each one, or we go back and reread, something like that. It might be cool to come back to.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. I agree, and I agree with you, Timbo. It has changed my life. Be defenseless is probably my everyday motto. Motto.
Hmm.
Be defenseless, not for solutions. No, just don't
Hmm.
do it.
Yeah, it's funny. I think that is the one I think about the most. like I said, especially when I'm out there fishing and it's just quiet, just try to live in the in between, just kind of be in the moment.
For sure.
Sure.
Really cool. All right,
Sure.
moving on. We have, oh man, we already here. It's question time.
Sombrero de preguntas.
Man, that's my favorite part of this segment. Every time it's just the rustling of the paper trying,
Right.
because it sounds like we got mad questions and it's probably like five in there.
Right. Like two.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Okay. Do you have a favorite day of the week?
Friday.
Hmm.
Because I'm off.
I do like a Friday. I'm gonna have to go with Saturday. I like Saturday because one, because I work, just a regular Monday through Friday. So Saturday is that first day where I know that I may not have to do anything. If I want to wake up early in the morning and play video games, I could. If I want to go fishing, it's a possibility. I could wake up and make breakfast for the whole family. I could wake up and we could all go to the zoo. Like it's just like that. It's so many possibilities for a nice Saturday. And you know what? I can do all of this stuff as much as I want on a Saturday, and I don't gotta work in the morning. Like it's just a good feeling, man. Saturday is where
Yeah.
it's at for me.
That's how I feel about Sunday and Monday. Monday, don't have any obligations typically to anybody, to anything, for any reason except myself.
And
But I
you
do have
won't.
to work in the
Hmm.
but on Sundays I do have an obligation to church. Then after that, I can do pretty much whatever I want to. And I don't have to worry about working on Monday. So it's kind of that 2 day stretch for me. Even though I try to cram so much stuff in
And
into
that's
those two
always the
days
problem.
to live before I have to work.
Hmm.
2 days to live.
Throw your whole life into
So
2 days.
Right.
yeah, for real.
That's how it feels
So
sometimes, man.
yeah,
It'd be
Yeah.
stressful.
loved it for sure.
Yeah, I'm like August is
Yeah,
gonna be busy.
say that.
I said August is gonna be busy because I got the show and I got vacation. So I'm like, yeah, it's just gonna be as far as just like you said, I guess basically the whole scheduling thing and just fitting your life
Yeah,
Hmm.
in between
bro,
work and all of this.
I'm
Yeah.
happy for you for that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Any second favorite days for anybody?
Yeah. What was
Or
your
y'all just
favorite day,
like the day?
Timbo?
Oh no, it was Friday. I said that
Oh yeah, you
immediately.
did
I'm
say
like
Friday. Yeah,
Friday
yeah, yeah.
because
That
I just like
Friday.
being yeah, it's Friday, Friday, partying, yeah.
Man,
Will be.
no, Friday would be probably a second for me. I do like the Fridays. Something about getting off of work on Friday and just knowing that, it's just a nice sigh of relief. Like, man, I got the rest of the
And it's
day,
nice
and
outside and it's not freezing.
right, and that's how I felt getting off of work today.
Hmm.
Like, man, it's kind of nice out. And then it started raining.
I like
Michigan.
rain.
I like the smell of rain, and my kid looked at me like I was crazy. Like, you can smell the rain? I'm like, you
Yes,
can't
you
smell
can.
the rain?
He got to be around a lot longer. He needs to sit with the old heads. I told my dad it was so funny today. My dad was outside mowing the lawn. I walked outside. I said it's about to rain. He's like, how you know that? He's like, you feel it in your bones or something. I'm like, no, but I literally could smell it.
See that? Like it's a superpower. Like,
People can't smell the rain,
I,
KJ can't.
yeah, exactly.
but your dad can't.
He can. I mean, he could tell because of the humidity, but I could smell it.
No, yeah, I'm about to say it's a smell in the air.
That's very interesting. Okay, cool.
Mm.
Um, folks, you can tell us your favorite day,
Folks.
favorite secondary day, or your favorite if you can smell the rain or not. Please commute us up. Timbo, where can they give us this information? Where can they reach us?
blacktopasylum@gmail.com. If you're on YouTube, you could just comment. We would appreciate that.
We would. Ray, where can they also catch the rest of our entertainment?
Yes, you can catch the rest of our entertainment in podcast form wherever you find your podcast, man. Just look up Blacktop Asylum, and we should be there.
For sure.
For sure, for
If
sure.
you like, let us know. If you hate the show, let us
Let
know.
us know.
And until next time, the Black Shop is not closed. Peace, man.
Good night.